Okay, y'all out there, you got to find your purpose. Your purpose. The Brooklyn Bridge was built by a man who died while he was trying to build it. His son took over, but because he kept going underground, he died. This is the voice. You don't need to see who I am. So when his son took over, it kept going underground. The son didn't die. The father died. But the son caught a disease, confined to a wheelchair. He moved to an apartment looking over the bridge where the developers could run up to the apartment so he could see it fixed. Got started in the 1800s. Now what do you think about that, y'all? He let nothing stop him. He finished that bridge, and today people go back and forth in Brooklyn, feed their families, buy diapers, milk, food, shelter, clothing. It is still used today, and it was the first steel bridge ever built. Now that faith that was attached to that was with purpose. It usually be bigger than you. So you may have to adjust your ideas to what is real, but what is real, if it's possible, that's the only balance. Even if it doesn't seem real, it can still be possible. And if it got purpose, you got to know your purpose, not my purpose, not the bilge Brothers' purpose, yours. And all that matter, no matter what the conditions, then the passion will drive you, and that's called mountaintop. And you will be pushing to the streams that's below, because what you're operating in is straight from God's source, God direct. Purpose, plan, vision, and those things will cause you to not be stopped because of the unstoppable force of faith that overcomes all fear, doubt, and unbelief. Okay, you got to find that. That's the path only you can. You and the Holy Spirit, you and the Spirit, you and your inner man, you connected with your God-given purpose. If you don't ask God nothing else, ask him what's your purpose. And it should spill out. In whatever area it is, that's what you release your faith on. No preacher, no man, no prophet can tell you, they can confirm, but this is something you know deep down deep. That's the one that has the mission. Every human being has a purpose. But every human being that will not use faith but be afraid to go towards the purpose and let that build rockets of desire, where you shooting out your desires because there's momentum to fulfill your purpose, and let no one put fire on it in spite of the odds. That's the mountain moving faith that Yeshua, Jesus, talked about. If you say to the mountain, be removed, it shall be cast into the sea, as long as you don't doubt in your heart. You can't doubt purpose when you know it, because you know that's what you must fulfill. You know what you can do. You know, so start off with a little bit by emptying up all that other stuff and allow that to come up and be embedded in your spirit. And watch what happens when you move in unstoppable, unshakable faith to fulfill that purpose. You can do it. The whole world, the whole universe, God and the angels, all of them are cheerleading you on. And for the believers out there, you tap into the Holy Spirit and be fused with extra strength, supernatural, tapped in the source. Now listen to this. Your spirit will be able, through perseverance, through self-control, through different laws and fruits. But those two right there, determination, perseverance, and self-control, will be guiding factors. And patience to your faith, armed with long suffering. It doesn't matter about time. What matters is that you feel your destiny through the purpose. I hope you heard a shout out there. God bless you, and go and fulfill, empty up, and receive. Get in alignment with all the bull crap and seriously consider your purpose. You are vital if you move in it. You are crucial, because there's cause and effect and laws that come and aid the whole universe. When Jesus was purposed to go to the other side, there was a storm. No, I'm not a preacher, but I'm telling you a real story that happened and was written in history. And guess what happened? He spoke to the storm when the disciples were asleep on the bus, and he said, when the winds obeyed him, when he spoke to the storm, the disciples said, wow, we have not seen such great faith. He said, why were you afraid? I say unto you, if you have the faith of a grain of a mustard seed, you can say to that mountain, be removed, cast into the sea. And that's another event. But the point is, every negative, when you and your purpose works out for a positive, that alone in that zone is only where you're going to find the outcome, all things working together for the good. And hopefully you love Source, you love the Lord, you love God. That is, that gave you the purpose, and not be arrogant and cancel out the fulfillment through characteristics that's unfruitful, like kindness, joy, peace, love, giving, patience, peace. See, there's no law that can stop that, not even the law of sin and death, not even death in itself. Sin just means to miss the mark. You won't come up short, because things that come and fill up what you miss. Miracles and supernatural things, that's where all of it happens. But you got to be in the center of your passion and your purpose, doing what not God called your preacher or your favorite public speaker or your exhorter or even your astronomer or whoever all you got out there. Doesn't matter. It's what your purpose is. People can only tell you and articulate characteristics and traits, but deep down, no one knows the path but the source, that is God. You got to be God inside, mind, or conscious of the power that's in you, because it's there freely given. Whether you use it to glorify God, that is to say to bless others, or not, it's freely given to you. You will give an account to the universe, to God, about the gift. That is to say, don't throw it away. So you use self-control over yourself to keep yourself so you can fulfill your purpose. You got one shot, y'all. Come on, man. Make it count, man. Be on target, on point, where you supposed to be in the seasons when they change and when they come and when they go. Growth. Change brings change, and everything changes, shifts, and you'll be on point. And your life will be full of joy regardless, because you are an overcomer and you have set your faith on what really is important, not getting things with it, but fulfilling your purpose. Selah. God bless you guys out there. The Voice.